Hello everybody and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is John. I am Orphan Car Garage and I'm located in the state of Massachusetts in the town of Abington, which is about 30 minutes or so south of the city of Boston. We're going to go back a few years on this one here in front of us, but this is a beauty and I've been looking forward to profiling this car for you here at Orphan Car Garage. This is a true Orphan car from an Orphan brand, a much missed Orphan brand, that would be Pontiac. This is a Pontiac Chieftain from the year 1951. And what a beautiful example of a Chieftain this is. I mean, just behold that beauty. The colors are absolutely striking. This car was fully restored over the past 5 to 10 years. That color is called Star Mist Blue down below. That's the original shade of color of this car. This is the color this car was born with and repainted with. Beautifully done. The whole exterior of this car was restored. The upper portion of this car, I believe, is called Clare, C-L-A-R-E, blue metallic. And what a beautiful combination it is, set off by that beautiful trim work, that outstanding chrome. As we talk about the chrome, I'm going to mention before I forget that a lot of rechroming was done on this car during its restoration, including that very intricate grille. That has all been re-chromed. And if any of you know how expensive it is to have chrome re-chromed these days, you will appreciate the effort and the expense that went into re-chroming that grille. It is absolutely beautiful. The bumpers on the car, both front and rear, appear to be original, with just some very, very minor etching across the top surfaces of both the front and rear bumper, as you can see there. Very minor, certainly acceptable for a 70-year-old bumper, I would say for sure. You've probably already noticed this car is equipped with the iconic light-up Indian head there, that iconic Pontiac symbol from the early years of Pontiac. And yes, this has been rewired and does light up with the headlights, which is kind of amazing. Just a really, really sweet feature on these cars. This car was available with a straight flathead 6-cylinder engine or a straight flathead 8-cylinder engine. And you'll notice here on the door, it proudly says that this car is a Pontiac 8. So this has the flathead 8-cylinder engine, commonly referred to in Pontiac circles as the Silver Streak 8. And that's what this car is equipped with. These tires, perfectly period correct, and have less than 100 miles on them. They are brand new tires. They are reproductions, and they are bias ply, in keeping with the originality of the car, as the most recent owner decided to go that way with the restoration. And I don't blame him. I would do the same thing. Nice trim work all the way around. Again, some etching there across the top of the presumed original bumpers, but very, very minor. No dents or dings to speak of. Same with these bezels. There's some very minor pitting in the chrome of the taillight bezels. Look at this emblem. Beautiful. I'm going to assume that's a reproduction and done replaced during the restoration. Outstanding. Just really, really, really cool features on this car. We've got a gas door guard to protect the paint when you're filling the gas tank. That would have been an original Pontiac accessory when the car was new. We've got here the iconic Silver Streak straps here on the trunk lid and on the hood. Very Pontiac-esque. As we go around the passenger side, you'll see very, very similar condition. Just outstanding. Again, that really cool Pontiac emblem. On the quarter panel, we've got fender skirts, vent windows, both front and rear, which is super, super cool. When this car was restored, the most recent owner bought this car out of New York, I believe, trailered it home to Connecticut, and started restoration. This was a very, very solid, original, unrestored car at that time. And that was only about 6 or 7 years ago. So he only mentioned one spot of surface rust that he needed to repair on the entire vehicle. and he states that it was on this left rear quarter panel. We can't find any evidence of that. He said it was not rotted, it just had surface rust, and that was the only spot on the whole car that had any rust that needed to be attended to. So I thought I would bring that up. You'll look at my website, there's a full gallery of photos of this car, including the undercarriage. And the undercarriage of this car is absolutely, positively outstanding. You will not believe it. What a pretty car. So during the restoration, obviously paint and trim work had been attended to. A complete new interior was installed, and we'll get to that in a minute. But also mechanics were addressed as well. We have a new fuel pump. We have a new brake master cylinder. We have a brand new fuel system, which included a tank and all the lines. The rear shocks have been replaced. We have a set of brand new front shocks for the vehicle in the box that have not yet been installed. Those will go with the car. Again, those tires with under 100 miles on them, and this car is equipped with the hydromatic automatic transmission, and that was rebuilt to this car about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago. So that transmission has all been rebuilt, and it is the iconic General Motors hydromatic automatic transmission, which I don't think was available in Pontiacs until 1948. And being that this is a 1951, it was still fairly new, but they did build a lot of these cars. They built over 300,000 of these Chieftains in 1951, and of that, about 250,000 or so were equipped with the hydromatic automatic transmission. So obviously the buying public was taking kindly to the new automatic transmission option that Pontiac was offering. Only about 65,000 or so of these were produced with the 3-speed manual transmission on the column. So you can see that the automatic was by far the most popular. This car is well equipped beyond the automatic transmission. We've got this really cool spotlight with the rearview mirror attached, which I've never seen before, and I love it. As we get inside the car, well, before I sit in it, I want to show you the seats. All brand new upholstery. Everything in here has been reupholstered, including the door panels and the headliner. That headliner is brand new. Well, within the last 5 years or so. Everything in this interior has been redone and done very close to original, including the 4 door panels, obviously the carpeting, which is immaculate. Trim work has all been polished. Some of the handles were replaced with reproduction replacements. The back seat just as nice as the front seat. Just really outstanding. We've got the blanket towel here for those cold winter evenings. You would drape your blanket over this to warm your legs, although the car is equipped with a heater and it does work. Getting inside the car, we'll see we've got an optional clock inside that radio speaker, and of course we have the AM radio, tubed radio with the Chieftain emblem on it. I will tell you that the radio does not work in this car. We've got an ashtray. Here's your automatic shift selector for hydromatic transmission. You'll notice there's no park setting, there's neutral and reverse. You put these cars in reverse to park the transmission. Many people don't know that. So when you park this car, you drop it down into reverse and your transmission is locked, the car will not roll. Otherwise, you could also leave it in neutral and use your handbrake, which in this car does work. There's your heater and blower controls, lights, wipers, all up to spec. The water, oil, fuel, and battery gauges all work. The fuel gauge will have a reserve, so to speak. So the fuel gauge, I guess, does not operate exactly to spec. When it shows empty, you still have about 1/4 of a tank of gas. So the gauge is a little enthusiastic, I guess, more so than it needs to be. I'd rather have it that way than the opposite way. So when it's on E, you actually have about 1/4 of a tank left to go. I thought I would let you guys know that. The other thing I want to point out is the speedometer cable is in the process of being replaced. And when I say that, I mean it's installed, it's fed through, but it needs to be cut to size. It needs to be cut and fitted to the back of the cluster. It's a universal speedometer cable that the vendors sell for this car. The owner Installed it, but not completely. It needs to be finished. The cable is installed in the dash. It's just not hooked up yet to the speedometer. The odometer shows 72,127 miles. Obviously, that's not currently operating because of that speedometer cable, but we believe that this car absolutely positively does have under 100,000 original miles. I'm going to open the glove box because it's really cool in here. You see there's a glove box light also, which I believe was a comfort and convenience option. We've got some really cool things here. Here's an original Pontiac visor mirror that would go up there on the visor, which you can install if you'd like. A prerequisite, extra tube fuses that seem to always be in these old cars. People love to carry extra fuses with them, but this is really what I wanted to show you. This is so cool. I love stuff like this. There's an envelope in the glove box from a Pontiac dealer, D&H Motors, on Pembroke Road in Bethlehem, PA. That's where this car was sold new. We've got a service agreement here, Pontiac service policy from that same dealer with a battery warranty, actually is what this is, with the battery policy, a service card for the owner to bring in when the car needed service, and an old registration from 1972 showing the owners to be Edith and George Handelong from Bethlehem, PA, presumably the original owners of this car. I love stuff like this. I absolutely love it. It tells the car's story, and there's nothing better than a car with a story. So although we don't have a ton of original paperwork, we have more than we mostly see these days. And I just love that this is still with the car, because this tells the story. Edith and George, I'm sure, have passed on by now, but they would certainly be proud to know that their beloved Chieftain is still on the road. Just absolutely outstanding. I just love this car in so many different ways. I so many times want to keep everything that I bring in. I'm definitely in the wrong business. Just wanted to give you one more glimpse around the interior. We're going to fire up that 6-volt ignition, and I'm going to open the hood. So we've got an ignition here to turn on, and it's push button start. That's how you start these cars. You think push button start's a new thing? Pontiac was doing it in 1951. And we've also got an interior hood release, which is sort of uncommon. I'm going to show you the engine. There's a lot of original patina under the hood. Some of the original decals. Let's see if I can do this now. There we go. And there we are. That straight 8, known as the Silver Streak 8-cylinder from Pontiac. This engine proved itself well from Pontiac. I think it was originally introduced in the 1933 Pontiacs. It lasted until, I believe, 1952 or 1953, when it was replaced with the V8. But it was a tried and true, very reliable engine. Obviously, it's still running to this day. Put out about 116 horsepower in 1951. It gradually increased in horsepower as the engine went through its different phases. But as you can see under the hood, there's our hood prop, by the way, a wooden hood prop. We've got our accessory engine light that still operates, and I think is so cool. I don't think I've ever seen one before. Decals there on the air filter housing. We've got an auxiliary fuel filter, which is always nice to see. Tune-up parts are all fairly clean and recent, as is that 6-volt battery. The car does not appear to leak anything, which is unusual. Most old cars leak something at some point. We just accept that to an extent, if it's not too outrageous. Okay. So there you go. This really pretty 1951 Pontiac Chieftain. Orphan car garage pricing on this beauty, $15,900. Just $15,900 for this completely turnkey classic. When I say we are the purveyor of affordable classic cars, this is exactly what I mean. This car is a knockout. Check out my website, orphancargarage.com. Give me a call, 508-954-8090. When I tell you the video and the pictures hardly do this car justice, I am telling you the truth. This car absolutely blew me away when it arrived here. Couldn't wait to show it to you guys. I got some more fun stuff coming. We've got some Pontiacs in the mix, a lot more Pontiacs in the mix, actually. I'm going to be known as the Pontiac guy, I think, this year. But that's a good thing. I love them. Keep them coming. Give me a call. See what we can do on this car. If you need transportation, I can handle that. You need financing, I can refer you on that too. We'd love this to go to a good home. Its most recent owners, it was a very emotional decision for them to decide to let this car go. So I promised them I would make sure it goes to a good home. And that's what we do here at the orphanage, Orphan Car Garage. Until the next one, thanks again. We'll see you down the road.